Hi, myself Chandrasekhar, SNS College of Engineering. In this video, I am going to discuss a case study of severe strip breakage in rolling mill of thin slab casting and rolling, that is TSCR shop of Tata Steel Jamshedpur. So before entering into the case study, I just give you a background about that case study. So in TSCS shop, thin slabs of 50 to 70 mm thickness are cast at high speeds and directly charged to tunnel surfaces, tunnel furnace, where they are reheated to 1150 to 1170 degrees Celsius and soaked for 15 to 25 minutes for homogenization. The slabs are then delivered to the 6 strands finishing mill and hot rolled strips of desired thickness. So the slabs is delivered into the mill and then it is pressed or it is rolled, then it comes as a stripes for the bracket thickness. The severe stripe breakage was experienced in the finishing mill of TSCR while rolling a slab of low carbon, low mesh grade steel. So this case is taken for analysis to find the reason for failure in their company Tata Steel to avoid this kind of accident in future. So a preliminary investigation revealed no abnormality in casting and reheating parameters of the slab experiencing the breakage during its rolling. So the slabs were also free from shape related defects like wedge or chamfer. So the mechanical failures like hydraulic leakages, loop failures, strips, then roll cooling system malfunction, etc. didn't occur during rolling of the slab. Also, no operational errors related to milling or CVC shift was observed corresponding to this slab. So thus an in-depth study was required to understand the root cause of the breakage. So to find the root cause, there are various investigations done. One is visual inspection, that is visual observation, then microscopy examination, it is SEM, then another one is stereo observation. So these are the investigations done, and also spectroscopy investigation are done to find the reason for the failure. So in the first investigation, that is visual inspection, they observed that strip breakage was observed in between F5 and F6 stands of the finishing mill. So the visual observation of the stock pipe piece around the breakage location is schematically represented in the figure. So look into the figure. From the figure we can see that a white stringer like defect was observed at location 1 as shown in the figure 1 and as in figure 2. So at location 2, see the figure 2 of the stock, heavy amount of white patches were noticed as in the figure 2. You can able to see that, I think so. Tough thickness cracks in the strip were also observed at the location of the white patches. You can able to see that it is noted as cracks. And also large holes were found at close vicinity to the white patch as shown in the figure 2. So see here at location 3 we can, I think you can able to see that there is in holes. Finally a complete splitting, that is you can see that location 4 was noticed with material missing from the central portion of the coil behind the holes as shown in the figure 2. This is the general visual observation. Then microscopy is done. So for microscopy, SEM investigation is done. So SEM micrograph of unetched transverse micro sample prepared from location 1 revealed entrapment of non-metallic inclusions as shown in figure 7. You can see that there are some portion which is noted as 1, 2, 3 like etc. So that is taken at the micro sample, and the optical microscopic observation of the strip at the location 2 is shown in the figure 8a. I think you can able to see that. So this is the figure top surface on it revealed an undulated top surface with a loose layer of foreign material of 35 mm thickness in its close vicinity. So that there are foreign layers, you can able to see that. So that is foreign materials found at the top surface, and the foreign layers are not observed at the bottom surface of the strip as shown in the figure B. Since the white patch was also observed on the top surface of the strip, it may be believed that the loose foreign layer in the microstructure is nothing but the white patch. So the crack-like defect at the edges of the first hole reveals the entrapment of similar foreign entrapments at the tip of the crack as it is shown in the figure 9. So you can able to see that there is an entrapment which is taken from the optical microscopic observation. Then stereo observation of longitudinal specimen prepared from the other hole reveals 3 different layers. These are shown in the figure. So in the figure 10a we can say that there is an indicate material overlapping occurs. So you can see it in the cross sectional view which is shown in the side of 10a figure. The interlayer region in the longitudinal micro sample also shows the presence of foreign materials as in the 10b. So you can see that the 10b, this 10b is enlarged. From that you can see that the entrapped region having foreign materials. Then the same micro sample on etching revealed a gradient of ferrite grain size along the rolling direction as shown in the figure 11. So there is an ferrite grain which is you can able to see that the figure 11. The material adjacent to the hole is seen to have much finer microstructure, and locations away from the hole are observed with core grain size as it is shown in the figure 12. So you can see that in the figure 12 there are fine microstructures which are located near to the hole, and location away from the hole as observed with porous grains. These are the observations which are found from the stereography. Then by using the SEM and spectrography, following are the investigation findings. So energy dispersive X-ray spectrography, that is EDS, was carried out to note composition of NMI type entrapment observed at location 1. So loose foreign layer in location 2 and the entrapments at the interlayer and a crack tip in the location 3. The consolidated results are displayed in the table as it is shown below. The composition of the entrapments be similar at all locations. It can be understood that some material is present at all the anomalous locations. The composition indicates slag type chemistry due to the presence of CaMg, silicon, then aluminum in foreign material. So you can see that for the different locations, the various carbon, calcium, manganese, aluminum, silicon, sulfur values are so composition values are shown. So these are the observations which are found on the EDS. Similarly, in order to confirm whether the same material is the white patch in location 2, the X-ray fluorescence, that is XRF analysis, was done on the white patch. So the result of that is shown below in the table. So it indicates similar slag-like chemistry. In order to identify the exact source of slag, the composition was matched with that of mold slag, tunnel slag and ladle slag. So the presence of sulfur clearly indicates the slags to be secondary steel making agent. Okay, so the sulfur value is 0.25. So these are the observations which are found out from the various examinations, and from that examinations I like to conclude that a roll force profile of F5 stand was anomalous, showing a sudden drop followed by a sharp rise. The drop of roll separating forces indicates the presence of discontinuities in the stock entering F5 stand. Therefore, it may be believed that such discontinuous, that is holes, may have formed during rolling in F4 stand. Okay. So on investigating the discontinuities, foreign materials in form of slag was observed associated with it. Such illusions were trapped in the subsurface location of the slab during casting. So the rolling of the slab exposed these foreign materials to the surface. This is clearly indicated from the investigation at location 2 of the stripe. Since slag has no deformability, it leads to inhomogeneous staining, resulting in the formation of crack or discontinuous at the slag or steel matrix interface. So this is the reason how the hole is formed or the crack is originated in the steel. Thank you.